Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing well, staying healthy and motivated. It's difficult to sometimes find motivation when routines are disrupted. So I would recommend, do a push up or two and see how you feel. And then do a few more. And you'll realize that once you set your body in motion, it's a lot easier to keep it in motion. Why do I think Google is dropping the ball when it comes to their workforce being unprepared to do something as simple as review online content, which in effect makes it so that they're loosening the guidelines upon which the software that removes videos will act or use their judgment. So AI is reading something developed by a human, which evolves over time. And if you loosen those guidelines, you're going to see more videos removed, which, that it makes total common sense. I would do that if I wrote a platform and wanted to restrict what was out there. I would most definitely write some sort of software to restrict it. My issue here, and what I find just a really big inconsistency with what I understand about Google and what they can accomplish, is they're saying that their workers, who are being forced to work from home or whatever it is, for whatever reason, they're unable to obtain the technology and systems to do what they would normally do in the office from their homes, which, if you're watching a video to review content that's been flagged, right? They have AI that is able to decipher literally the images in the videos. What do you think is happening when they're being processed? There's a computer that's using algorithms to look at every single frame, most likely, or maybe they have an algorithm that determines which frames to look at. Algorithms get deeper and deeper. They start super simple, and you can continue to build on top of them to make even more complex. Ultimately, machines is how they would work. But regardless, you have content that's flagged in videos, so they can say like, oh, that's a face or a tree or a mountain. They can identify landscape. You could you can obviously identify body parts, right? So they have this technology that flags things and then sends videos, I'm guessing, to their team of people who review the videos on a laptop, tablet. I don't know. They probably have some secure system, because one would assume this content may be sensitive, right? Flagged content would be sensitive. So you need to make sure that data is encrypted and protected, first of all. Well, that can be accomplished with a VPN. You can give someone a tablet or a laptop to work from home. And this is where I find it particularly odd. This is Google. The Google Chromebook. I'm sure some of you know a child that's impacted by this, and your school may be handing out Chromebooks, right? The education system is taking steps to ensure that some families that may not have electronics in their homes or even internet access are able to obtain that, most likely free from charge. So Google produces these devices, Chromebooks. And also, the last I checked, Google was rolling out 1 gigabyte fiber and attempting to do that, I'm fairly certain, on a widespread scale. So you have Google that, if you know anything about network infrastructure, you know how huge Cisco is as far as an infrastructure provider. It's basically everywhere. A company like Google is not using Cisco devices, right? They're creating proprietary infrastructure hardware, um, to the extent of which they're rolling it out to residential homes and things like that. And they're incapable of providing their workforce with the tools needed to watch videos from home over a VPN. For the technical people who understand how ridiculous this is, that there's nothing more that needs to be said. Uh, the failure, I mean, as a company, that's fine. They can choose to respond to that however they'd like. But my real issue comes into play when we start saying that these companies are partnering with the government and organizations who are ultimately going to dictate how we re-enter the workforce and get back to a normal life. And if you have them dropping the ball on something as simple as ensuring the continuity of service for the review of video content, what else are they going to drop the ball on?